Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and there's Prince. Actually, hold on, there you go. There's Prince. And today, on this beautiful morning of 94 degrees, before it gets to 100, I'm going to tell you about a tomb that I think took me 3 days to finish. But it's by Donna Allen, and it's Gentleman Player. This is a forbidden romance in a sense. We have Kat. Kat is an Australian bred woman. She was about to get married, and she caught her fiance having sex with a stripper in their living room when she got home. So she decides that she just wants to get away from Australia. And where does she go? She goes to Dubai to visit a friend. And then from there, she just wants to stay. So she becomes a teacher for a all-girls school in Dubai. So she's like basically kind of running away from the situation because she was actually supposed to get married, I think 3 or 4 days after she caught her ex-fiance with the stripper. From there, we get to the point of meeting our hero. His name is Kai. He is a Emirate, a local Emirate. He is Arabian and British, I think, because his mother is from the Europeans. I think she is British. So he is half, but since he's grown up and the majority of his time was spent in Dubai, he considers himself, and he follows the faith. His father, on the other hand, his mother and his father's relationship is very non-traditional in the sense of they had a fling, and because of that fling, they fell in very emotional love where they just got married a month of knowing each other, and then here comes Sky and he has to bring her back, and a lot of things happen. There's actually a subplot for that too, but because of what his mother went through with his father, because of the culture and the religious aspects of being an Emirate, he does not want to follow in his father's footsteps because his father has 2 wives. His mother is the primary wife, the first wife, so she has more say in a lot of things than the second wife. He meets Kat at school because his mother is the owner of the school. Even though it's a private school, it's her baby. She's built the school, all this kind of stuff. He sees Kat struggling on a ladder, and as she falls off the ladder, he catches her. And it was a very embarrassing story because they're the banter they have together. And then the second time they see each other is at a hotel club, a restaurant and stuff like that. And it's when her foreign friends decide to just go out and hang out and just get drunk. And one of the foreign friends has a crush on her and is playing her up and trying to get her to come back with him. And he is super wasted. Super wasted. And Kai sees her. Oh wait, that's not the second one. No, the second time is she sees him at a restaurant with another girl, and he is telling her oh, that's we just broke off our friends with benefits relationship, and he asks her for coffee, and she's like, no, I'm okay, playing a little hard to get. Then the third time is that time I just said, where her friend is drunk and he's hitting on her, and Kai comes to the rescue. And finally, her other friend, who is Naya, she just like kind of coerces Kat to just go with him. And him and Kat have like a wonderful like evening together of coffee. She goes back to this place and everything happens. This is forbidden because of the nature of the relationship in Dubai. They're not supposed to be immoral together. They're not supposed to be alone in rooms together. They're not supposed to have PDA. They're not supposed to have sex. And they do all that. So, okay, I gave this book a 4.5. It's thick. It's 719 pages long. And this is like their love story of like them going from like just having a relationship where they're just like liking each other to having feelings for each other. And there are certain things that are happening on his end behind the scenes that like make you question what he's telling her. There is other woman drama because other women in his past come into play, particularly one who just can't seem to let things go. I actually didn't consider this forbidden. I think of like, when I think of forbidden, especially when it comes to the culture relationship in Dubai, nothing seemed to hint that what they're doing was wrong, besides them saying that it was wrong. I think of a forbidden and be like, if they were in the town space where you're not allowed to, or women and men are not allowed to be co-eds, and they sneak around like that. That's kind of forbidden. But them just saying that they're not allowed to do it and they still do it, and people are okay with it because that part of Dubai is okay with it, then I don't really consider it forbidden, but to each his own for that one. There is some very sexy scenes in here, and there is some kinks in here where like Kat is like very, very new into the sex world other than vanilla. So there's some things that like she is like getting to know through him, and through that she feels shame. We have to deal with that like heavily after like certain scenes and her talking to Naya about certain things, and she has to like be one with herself in order to get past this stuff. But there is a scene in here that I was just like, I was kind of taken aback by like how nonchalant he was when it happened. And that's a scene where like they, as the pool party, and he takes her into her room. He has jealousy and she's like kind of provoking him and he's provoking her, and they're having sex, and then he just like hits her in the face. And I was just like, what? Like, where'd that come from? And after they finish, she's like in shock because like she feels her cheek numb. And then she just starts bawling, like, why did you hit me? And then he's telling her nonchalantly, like, oh, it's because I was jealous. But you liked it. Like, you were into it. And she just, like, uncontrollably crying. And then he leaves the room. And then she, like, cries again. And it's, like, 10, 15 minutes later. And he comes back. And they have a conversation about, like, her liking pain. I just thought that was, like, very, like, weird. And not cool, especially with like him doing that. But he has this push-pull relationship with her when it comes to pain and sex, because she's never experienced it like that. So I don't know. I guess he is showing her what all could happen, and she can yay it or nay it afterwards. I don't know. But I did give it a 4.5. It's long. It's long. And I can understand why people like DNF'd it. I liked it because I like long books and I like the story. I was very hooked on Kai. I was very hooked on Kat's thought process of what's going on and her oblivious to like red flags. Because again, the culture in Dubai is pretty different. I mean, pretty, I mean, like significantly different than what everyone is expecting. So, like, when there are hints of things going on and she's not picking up on it, or she's thinking it's about her, I'm just like, do you not see? Like, do you not like hear? Like, are you just like that oblivious to what the underlying thing is about to happen? And I will let you know, like, nothing like that happens. Like, nothing, it's hinted and it's played, but like, Kai does not want to do it. So he's his own strong person. He doesn't need the family to get behind him on certain things, and he's not about to do it. But the other woman drama, heavy. And then there is other man drama, because there's two men. There's the ex-fiance, and then there's someone that I don't want to ruin it for you, but yeah, there is another person who just is just very, he's sick. But everything is handled. But yeah, I liked it. It was nice. I think if you like thick books that have this layering drama, then this would be the book for you. I like her writing, even though there were some, like, for this version of this book, there were some like misprints and font situations, but overall it was good. Oh my gosh, I have a migraine, so I am about to go to sleep. So I will see you all in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and I will see you all later. Bye.